The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Oaks Tornadoes down 2-0 here to the Kindred Vikings as Michael Hall will pass it over far side there for Schaefer. Schaefer looks inside for Gavin Keller. Gavin Keller with the slam dunk! That pass inside of the lane was taken away by Fargo Davies, and another nice pass and a slam dunk! Grayson Heyman with the slam dunk in the JV game. Here Mabor, a perfect 4 for 4, and a slam dunk from Harney. Hettinger as he tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Hettinger, wide open for 3. Got it and one! Wow! Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a 3. That one's in, and we're tied. 16 fouls, and the pass is intercepted by Overby. Overby has an opportunity to dunk it! He nailed it, the two-handed throwdown. 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. All right, welcome back. We're a little over 4 minutes away from the start of our final game of the evening here between the Rugby Panthers and the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, and the winner of this one will move on to the state championship game to play the Kindred Vikings, who, in an exciting game from start to finish, picked up a win 56-54 over the Thompson Tommies. The Kindred Vikings led at the let's see here. They let me look at that again. Make sure I got it right. They took the lead at 15-13, and then Thompson would take the lead back at 16-15. They would not give up the lead until Kindred tied it up at 52-52. Kindred took the lead at 54-52, and Will Taines would score a basket after that. Taylor Zach followed by a layup by Abby Dukeshire. If you missed it, the video of those last two buckets are on our Twitter page, courtesy of our friends over at 740 The Fan, who got the video, and you can watch that on our Twitter page. And man, what an ending to that one it was, no doubt about it. Certainly appreciate the 54. Let's refresh that. Oh, I can't refresh it, it's gone now. So the 54 people who listen / watch that game on the ND Sports Channel, thank you so much. We are getting seconds away now from the starting lineup announcements. No national anthem since that happened in the last game. Rugby Panthers 21-4 on a 4-game winning streak. Hettinger Scranton 24-1 on a 23-game winning streak coming into this one here. The last time the Nighthawks lost was to Linton Hazelton Moffett Braddock back on Saturday, December 1st. 2018, a 3-point loss by the score of 59-56. They would knock off Trenton last night in the quarterfinals, 48-44, to get to the semifinals against Rugby. Rugby, last time they lost was back on Saturday, February 9th in the district tournament to Velva, 32-30. Same team they would knock off in the Region 6 championship game, 44-42 in overtime. They would come into the state tournament, knock off the undefeated Kidder County Wolves, 47-39, to come into tonight's matchup against Hettinger Scranton. So who's going to win this game? I tell you this, it's probably a coin flip. I really don't want to pick because I don't want to upset either fan base, even though I do have a close friend who's a fan of the Rugby Panthers because that's where he went to high school at. So Taylor, if you're listening, hi. And I know who you want to win, so we'll move on with the broadcast now as we're just a little bit over a minute away from this one. Your final scores so far in the state tournament. Quarterfinals, Kindred defeated Langdon 58-43 in the quarterfinals. Thompson defeats Shiloh Christian 67-23. Rugby defeats Kidder County 47-39 in the quarterfinals, and Hettinger Scranton 48-44 in overtime over Trenton. In the consolation semis today, Langdon defeats Shiloh 48-34. And Kidder County defeats Trenton 46-30. And in the game we just heard, Kindred defeats Thompson 56-54. The Nighthawks will put their warm-up basketballs into the basketball rack. They will head to their bench. The Rugby Panthers will be in their white jerseys with black numbers outlined in white. That's a little bit easier to see than the black jerseys with black numbers that they had on yesterday. So it will be a little bit easier time here. Rugby will be represented as the home team on the scoreboard. Hettinger Scranton will be represented as the visiting team on the scoreboard. As we're about 15 seconds away here from the buzzer to start our starting lineups. Last night, the Nighthawks crowd was the loudest crowd I had had in 599 games. And now on game, let's see here, on game 604, I'll have to deal with the crowd one more time. The Nighthawks fans are directly behind me to my right and left. I see a lot of black and orange across the gym. Mostly on the right side. Rugby student section off to my left. I'm closer to the rugby student section than I am the Nighthawk student section. Rugby in their win last night over Kidder County was led by Annie Steyer with 13 points. And the Nighthawks in their win over Trenton last night were led by Sam Oates with 16. Alyssa Andrus had 11 and Abby Clute had 10. And then 3 apiece for Carolyn Schultz and Bailey Pierce and Quinn Melmer, and 2 for Abby Steek. For Rugby, once again, Annie Steyer led the way with 13, followed by 8 apiece for Jordan Singer and Carson Hager, 7 for Brooke Blessom, 5 for Maria Blessom, and 2 for Sarah Blessom, and 4 for Michael Heidelbach. So those are the names you'll hear probably more frequently tonight. And your first starter for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, the 5'7" freshman Bailey Pierce, and the 5'8" senior Abby Clute wearing jersey number 10. Quinn Melmer, the 5'7" junior. Alyssa Andrus, the 5'7" junior. That's 4 of the 5. Number 25, the 6-foot sophomore, Samos, who led the way in scoring in that overtime win against Trenton last night. Matter of fact, because of that overtime, we got out of here at 11:15 last night, 11:16 to be exact. So once again, your starters for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, Bailey Pierce, Abby Clute, Quinn Melmer, Alyssa Andrus, and Samos. And now your starters for the Rugby Panthers, 21-4. The 5'11" sophomore center, Brooke Blessom. And the 5'9" senior, number 12, Maria Blessom. The 5'8" senior, Carson Hager. Five-foot, 7-inch senior, Annie Steyer. And number 32, the 5'5" senior, Jordan Singer. So once again, Brooke Blessom, Mariah Blessom, Carson Hager, Annie Steyer, and Jordan Singer, your starters for the Rugby Panthers, who are coached by head coach Jen Brossard. For the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, they are coached by head coach Kelly Pierce. Last night in the game with Rugby, my crowd mic got knocked over. In the middle will be Samos for the Nighthawks in their blue jerseys with white numbers. And on the flip side, Brooke Blessum for the Rugby Panthers in their white jerseys with black numbers outlined in orange. And once again, I cannot hear myself at all. We'll turn that down a little bit. Hopefully that keeps us out of the peak, and the jump ball's up and tipped around, ends up in the hands of Kloot. Kloot fires it across, far side, baseline jumper, up and in, and that is Mikhail Heidelbar. Check that. Wrong roster. I'm sorry, Alyssa Andrus. Nighthawks take the 2-0 lead. 3 is up off the back window, won't go. Steyer has it down on the baseline, kicks it up top there for Blessum. Blessum pushes it into the corner, baseline jumper up, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Bailey Pierce. Pierce quickly up over the timeline, fires it into the hands of Andrus. Andrus over in the far corner, runs into a double team. And now that's poked out of bounds by Annie Steyer, and it'll be an inbounds pass for the Nighthawks in front of the Rugby Panther bench. Leading 2-0 with 7:12 to go here in the first quarter of play. Inbounds pass will be triggered there by Quinn Melmer. Melmer looking inside, the ball's tipped around, intended for Sam Oates, out of bounds and back to the Rugby Panthers. So once again, it remains 2-0. 7:05 to go. The Panthers will work it up court, tipped out of bounds, and it may have hit one of the radio announcers down Radio Row here in the face. It was tipped out of bounds by Kloot. Inbounds pass by Blessum into Blessum. No, check that. Carson Hager, excuse me. Carson Hager up top, works it into the hands of Blessum. Blessum down to the hoop, lost it off her foot. Kloot picks it up, and Kloot nearly had to jump over Brooke Blessum. Andrus works it down low. That is Sam Oates. Kloot with the attempt there, and it didn't go in. Rebound comes down to Mariah Blessum. Now quickly up court to Brooke Blessum. Now back to Mariah Blessum. 6:33 to go. Hager with the basketball now, being guarded by Andrus. Hager will go down into the near wing. Bounce pass into the low block. Turnaround blocked by Kloot, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rugby Panthers. That shot attempt there by Maria Blessum. Ranks 2-0 Nighthawks. 6:25 to go here in the first quarter of play. Inbounds pass finds its way to Blessum. Blessum back to Hager in the near corner. Hager picks up her dribble, works it up top. That's Annie Steyer. Steyer dribbles into the free throw line, works her way through defenders, shot out the front of the rim. Loose ball poked around, slapped around, and picked up by Quinn Melmer. Melmer quickly over down to the far wing, puts it into the hands of Andrus. Andrus looking inside for Oos, did not get it. Now passes later, it's Bailey Pierce. Teeing it up for 3, out the front of the rim, won't go. Oos with the rebound, Oos with the follow-up shot. That one will not go. Oos left the basket thinking that was going to drop in, which allowed an easy defensive rebound for the Rugby Panthers. Carson Hager up now here. And that shot will bounce around. And we'll have a whistle, and that'll stop the clock with 5:36 to go. Jump ball's called. Possession arrow will favor the Rugby Panthers. With the basketball is Abby Steele. Check that, wrong roster. It's Carson Hager. Bounce pass, baseline. That's Blessum, back to Blessum, and Blessum puts it up, and that one's no good. Back the other way now, quickly comes Bailey Pierce. She'll work it up top, near wing into the hands of Quinn Melmer. Melmer 2 passes later to Kloot. Kloot maybe thought about the 3, gives it up for Bailey Pierce. Pierce drives down, far side of the lane. Ball was stripped out of her hands, out of bounds, and back to the Rugby Panthers. We have a media timeout on the floor. Your score 2-0 off a bucket by Alyssa Andrus. We're back in 60 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament.
Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
All right, welcome back. First quarter of play here, 5:08 to go. The only bucket scored so far, Alyssa Andrus makes it 2-0 for the Hettinger and Scranton Nighthawks. Rugby Panthers have the ball. It's Carson Hager over the timeline and lost it. Picked up, I believe that is Andrus, and it is. She goes to the hoop, misses the basket. Back the other way come the Rugby Panthers. Annie Steyer all the way to the hoop, puts it up. The shot is blocked by Samus. A quick pass up court is intercepted by Carson Hager, and the Panthers hang on to the basketball. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter of play. 2-0. Rugby looking to tie it up and or take the lead here with a 3 on this possession if at all possible. Steyer will fire it out to Hager over on the far wing. Hager backs up, picks up her dribble, works into the hands there of, that is Jordan Singer. Singer with the shot, won't go, loose ball rebound, tipped out into the hands of Annie Steyer. Steyer dribbles out into the corner and now works it up top for Blessum. Blessum tees it up for 3, that's off the mark to the left side of the rim. Rebound comes down to Sam Ost. Ost will swing it back, put it in the hands of Clute. Clute fires it up court there for Quinn Melmer. Melmer up to Bailey Pierce on the near wing, now back up top to Clute. Clute will fire it over far side there for Alyssa Andrus, working down low. Sam Ost, shot up, won't go. Rebound, offensive, outside for Andrus, shot up, off the front of the rim, will not go. It remains 2-0. Over half the quarter has gone by. 3:45 to go here in the first quarter of play. Carson Hager will slow things down here for a little bit. Bounce pass, I can't see who that is. That's Blessum. Blessum will get it off to Maria Blessum. There's 2 Blessums in right now. Annie Steyer underneath, gets the own rebound off the missed shot, and now draws the foul on Hettinger Scranton. That's the first foul of the game. It comes at the 3:29 mark. It's going to go on Quinn Melmer, a 5'7" junior. That'll send the 5'7" senior Annie Steyer to the free throw line. First one's up, and the Rugby Panthers are on the board. It's 2-1, and Steyer can tie it up on this next free throw. Once again, the Rugby Panther fans to the far side of the gym, the Nighthawk fans directly behind me to my left and right, and we're tied. Annie Steyer hits 2 free throws, and we're tied at 2. The first tie of the game. Back the other way comes Clute for the Nighthawks. Clute being guarded by Blessum. Clute picks up her dribble, fires it over far side there. Andrus on the far wing, back up top to Clute. Back over to Andrus on the far wing. Andrus ball overhead, cross-court pass near wing for Melmer. Melmer pushes in the corner, gets it right back after passing it to Abby Steek. Now they work it up top. Oos down low to Andrus with the bucket up and in. And the Nighthawks retake the lead at 4-2. Andrus 4, Annie Steyer 2. Panthers, baseline jumper. That shot up, no good. That was out of the hands there of Sarah Blessum, who snuck into the lineup here without me noticing. 2:46 to go here in the first quarter of play, and the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks lead. The Rugby Panthers 4-2. Media timeout on the floor. We're back in 60 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo-Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
All right, welcome back. Benny Ingolstadt Sioux Center here on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks, and today, home to the 2019 Girls State Class B Basketball Tournament semifinal game number 2 between the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, who lead right now 4-2 over the Rugby Panthers with 2:46 to go in the first quarter, coming out of the media timeout. The winner of this one will meet the Kindred Vikings, who knocked off the Thompson Tommies 56-54 in an exciting game from start to finish. And hopefully we still have a voice for the 4 games tomorrow here on the ND Sports Channel. 1 foot over the line, 1 foot on the backside of the line, and now they'll work it down to Kloot, and it will not drop in, but she will go to the line to shoot 2. .237 to go here, first period of play. Kloot with the free throw, misses it. Abby Kloot, a 5'8" senior. Second free throw is on its way. Hesitated a little bit, missed it. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, back to the Rugby Panthers. 0 for 2 for Kloot. In the game against Trenton yesterday, Kloot was, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She was 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Now she's 0 of 2. Shot up and in. I think it was Annie Steyer. It sure was. Annie Steyer has tied it up at 4. Annie Steyer has 4, and Alyssa Andrews has 4. And now the Rugby Panthers get it back. Pushing it in the corner, now back up top to Blessum. Blessum will throw it over to Steyer up top. She'll back up in between the circles, 20 to shoot on the shot clock. 2:07 to go here, first quarter of play. We're knotted up at 4-4, not anymore! Blessum, Sarah Blessum at the bucket. 6-4. Over the timeline now, check that, that's Abby Steek in the lineup. Steek is a 5'5" senior. Fires over far wing there for Andrus. Andrus puts it in the hands of Bailey Pierce. Back to Andrus, now up to Kloot. Kloot straight away, thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Pops it out here near wing for Abby Steek. Steek up top there for Sam Oos. Oos out top now for Andrus. Andrus dribbles into the high post, pops it out. Bailey Pierce for 3 off the back iron, no good. A whistle and a foul. And it's going to be a foul on the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. Sam Oos picks up her first, the 6-foot sophomore, and that'll give the ball back to the Rugby Panthers. Trigger the inbounds pass for the Panthers will be Michael Heidelbaugh. I always have trouble saying her first name. Heidelbaugh will trigger the inbounds pass. Now the Panthers get into the hands of Steyer over the timeline. Minute 17 to go, 25 on the shot clock. Steyer dribbling up top, bounce pass near wing into the hands there of, that is Heidelbaugh. Heidelbaugh will get it over to Sarah Blessum. Blessum works in the corner for Steyer. Steyer inside to Blessum, tried to feed it down low there for Isabel McCabe, excuse me. And now a jump ball, possession arrow will favor the Nighthawks. .24 minutes into the broadcast here, and the two teams have combined for 10 points. And we're under a minute, 59.4 to be exact here in the first quarter of play. Full court press now by the Rugby Panthers as Bailey Pierce will get the inbounds pass. She runs into the trap and now fires it over near side here for Quinn Melmer. Melmer up top to Kloot. Kloot, cross court pass, catch and shoot 3. Andrews got it! 7-6. We've had 3 lead changes and 1 tie in this game so far. Back the other way, it's 8-7. Sarah Blessum gets the bucket. They're saying that last bucket for Andrus was only a 2 now. 7 seconds to go. It's 8-6, and we'll adjust our scoreboard to match because they adjusted it here in the gym. So Andrus, instead of a 3 from that far corner, gets credited for a 2. Foot must have been on the line. 8-6, Panthers lead by 2. At the buzzer, and it hits the shot clock on top of the backboard and goes out of bounds. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with the Rugby Panthers leading the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks by the score of 8-6. We'll add up some numbers, come back with the second quarter in 60 seconds right here on the ND Sports Channel.
The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
All right, welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Panthers lead the Nighthawks 8-6. Sarah Blessum with 4, Annie Steyer with 4 for the Rugby Panthers. For the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, all 6 of the points scored by Alyssa Andrus, the 5'7" junior. Nighthawk basketball to start the second quarter of play. That'll give the possession arrow to the Rugby Panthers. And no, now they're going to change their mind. Rugby Panthers will start the second quarter with the ball. And now the PA announcer makes the official correction. That'll give the possession arrow to the Nighthawks. Inbounds pass into the backcourt here for Annie Steyer. Underway here in the second quarter of play. Panthers lead by 2, looking to extend that lead. They put it into the hands of Hager. Hager up top to Blessum. Bounce pass over to a far wing there. That is Anna Johnson, a 5'4" freshman into the lineup here for the Panthers. Down low, Steyer off the glass and in. And it's 10-6. Steyer with 6 of the Panther 10 points. Back the other way now, Clute has it up top, fires it near wing. That is Quinn Melmer. Melmer works it back down to the low block for Clute. It was blocked from behind. I believe, I can't see because the official is standing in my way. I believe it is Maria Blessum who blocked it out of bounds, and it'll remain Nighthawk basketball. Inbounds pass comes to Bailey Pierce. She'll work it up to the high post, pop it out, far wing into the hands of Andrus. Andrus into the corner, gets it back after passing it away. Now Clute thought about it from the top of the key, wants to drive in, spins into the paint, hook shot, a little short. Missed everything. Rebound comes down to Blessum, who will feed it to Steyer in the backcourt. Steyer to Hager over the timeline. Hager drives into the paint. Hook shot out the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Sam Oos. Oos will give it up to, that is Andrus in the backcourt. Now Clute will get the ball. Clute over the timeline, and she falls down. She did that a lot in yesterday's game. Not saying that's anything negative, but that seems to be a theme with her now. Clute gets it, passes it near wing. Long 3 is up and no good off the back iron. Loose ball rebound, finds its way into the hands of Clute. 2 passes later into the far corner for Andrus. Back up top to Clute. Tees it up for 3 off the rim off the left side. The rebound comes down to Maria Blessum. Blessum spins at the timeline, gives it to Hager. Hager now at the 10-foot line of the volleyball court with 25 to shoot on the shot clock. Gets under the hands of Blessum near wing. Bounce pass into the paint, stripped away and stolen by Quinn Melmer. And now a timeout, and that timeout will be granted to the Nighthawks. It's a 4-point game. 10-6 in favor of the Rugby Panthers with 6:09 to go here in the second quarter. We have another media timeout on the floor. That's a 60-second timeout coming up right now here on the ND Sports Channel.
ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Betty Ingolstadt Sioux Center here on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks. And right now it's our second semifinal of the night between the Rugby Panthers and the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. Panthers lead the Nighthawks 10-6. And coming out of the media timeout on the floor will be Nighthawk basketball with 6:09 to go here in the second quarter of play. Nighthawks will inbound it from the near sideline. Three-quarter court press here by the Rugby Panthers. Once again, 6:09 to go in the second quarter. Inbound pass comes to Clute. Clute on the near sideline, her foot barely missed the line. It was right in front of me. And she kept her foot up long enough to prevent it from going out of bounds. Clute with the ball up top. Drives down near side of the lane. Off the glass, won't go. Loose ball rebound comes down into the hands of Quinn Melmer. Melmer working to Pierce, back to Melmer, now inside to Oos. Oos spins around off the glass and in. 10-8. First bucket by the Nighthawks, not scored by Alyssa Andrus. Steyer gets it to Singer. Singer drives down near side of the lane, bounce pass into the paint. Ball is poked away, and Steyer will pick up the loose ball. Panthers maintain possession. Now Hager has it up top. She'll call for the play, direct traffic with her left hand. Put the ball to the floor, dribble to her right with 25 on the shot clock. 5:17 to go here, second quarter of play. Singer has it up top. Singer to Steyer. Steyer looks to her left, now dribbles to her right. Steyer backs up high on the near side. Puts it in the hands of Blessum. Blessum back to Steyer up top. Quickly over to Hager, over on the far wing. She runs into a double team, needs some help, gets it back to Steyer. 5 to shoot on the shot clock. Steyer, and that's going to be a travel prior to the block shot. Turnover Rugby Panthers as Steyer went up, got blocked, came back down to the floor with the ball still in her hand. That goes in the books as a traveling call, and a turnover for the Rugby Panthers with 4:53 to go here in the second quarter of play. It is 10-8. It's a 2-point lead here for the Panthers. And the Nighthawks looking to tie. Andrus has the basketball, gives it to Clute. Clute tries to fight her way in, and she falls to the ground once again. And we'll have a foul on the Rugby Panthers. They'll send Clute to the free throw line. Abby Clute, the 5'8" senior, 0 for 2 from the line tonight so far. She'll shoot 2 here, I believe. Yes, she will. First one's on its way, and that one will miss. She's 0 for 3, and it remains 10-8. Sarah Blessum will check in. That gives Jordan Singer a breather on the bench for the Panthers with 4:37 to go here in the second quarter of play. And that'll be a lane violation if she misses it, and she doesn't. She made it. She's 1 for 4 on the night, and the Nighthawks are within 1. Panthers have the basketball. Hager over the timeline, runs into the half-court trap. Those 2 passes later, Steyer. Quick cross-court pass into the corner, teeing it up for 3. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Offensive rebound. Blessum out to Steyer, 4-3. No, off the back iron, it won't go. Another offensive rebound for Blessum. Back to Steyer, in between the circles, straight away from the hoop. High lob pass to Hager in the corner. Hager, couple dribbles in, and she got it. 12-foot jumper up and in, and it's 12-6. Carson Hager with her first bucket of the game. She has 2, and it's a 3-point lead. Working inside, Samus, turn around, too strong off the glass. Kloot with the rebound and the block shot out of bounds by Sarah Blessum. No, check that, Brooke Blessum, excuse me. 3:52 to go here, second quarter of play. It comes into, that is Abby Steek. 2 passes later into the hands of Andrus. Andrus will work it up top for Oos. Oos looking to Steek. Steek on the near side, dribbles back up top. And the pass is intercepted and nearly poked away, and now a reach-in foul on Sam Oos. That's her second, team's third. Check that, team's fourth. Oh, check it, I guess it was the third. I got ahead of myself there. Isabel McCabe checks into the lineup for the Rugby Panthers. They lead by 3 with 3:33 to go here in the second quarter of play. 12-9, Steyer slowly brings it up and over the timeline. 3:25 to go, 25 on the shot clock. Steyer gets it into Sarah Blessum. Sarah Blessum tries to dribble in, runs into the defender. Now she's trying to work it down low. The ball is tipped, goes out of bounds, should stay with the Panthers, and it does. They'll stop the clock with 3:15 to go here in the second quarter of play. Once again, a 3-point lead for the Rugby Panthers. 12-9 over the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. Inbounds pass from the baseline on the far side of the hoop. Comes up high on the far side for Annie Steyer. Steyer to Hager, back to Steyer, back to Hager over on the far wing. Hager will put it up for 3, a high arcing 3, missed everything. Iron deficient, saved from going out of bounds by Sarah Blessum, but the loose ball is picked up by Quinn Melmer, and back the other way come the Nighthawks. Quickly down the floor, they put it into the hands of Abby Steek. Steek near side now to Melmer. Melmer back up top to, that's Bailey Pierce. Pierce fires it into the hands of Andrus. Andrus will get it back. Commits the defender up in the air and drives the baseline and scores the bucket. Andrus with 8 points now, and it's a 1-point game, 12-11. Panthers had the ball, leading by 1. Cross-court pass, Steyer picks it up, drives into the paint, works away, it drops in and 1! Annie Steyer gets the bucket and will go to the line. No! Take that, let's see here. What are they gonna do? That's an offensive foul. Take it off the board. An offensive foul on Annie Steyer, and now immediate timeout on the floor. Let's adjust that score. It remains 12-11, and we'll take a timeout and be right back after this.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
All right, welcome back. Second quarter of play, 2.5 to go, 12-11 in favor of the Rugby Panthers. And the first foul on Annie Steyer is team foul number 3 on the Rugby Panthers here in the first half. And the Baby Shark song plays for the 5th or 6th time today. I didn't like that song to start with, and I still don't like it. Even if everybody in this stadium, it's not really a stadium, but everybody was into it. Underway with play once again. The ball working in the hands of Abby Kloot. Kloot for the Nighthawks, dribbles up into the near wing, runs into the double team, spinning around, and gets called for the travel. They'll stop the clock with 2:21 to go. It'll be An inbounds pass from the near sideline about 10 feet to my left. We are courtside here at the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center, about 10 feet to the left of the midcourt stripe. They'll get it over the midcourt stripe into the hands of Hager. Hager will get it over cross court now to Steyer. Steyer being guarded by, that is Andrus. Feeds it back to Hager on the near side, who runs into a double team. Blessum to Blessum for the bucket. Mariah Blessum to Brooke Blessum. Brooke Blessum with the bucket, Mariah Blessum with the assist, and it's 14-11 with 1:54 to go. Half-court trap, Nighthawks get it over the timeline. Far side, it's Andrus. Andrus works inside for Oos. Oos outside, and she was open for a three, did not pull the trigger. Now they're working back inside to Oos, and that one's up and in. Nice move by Sam Oos. A 1:32 to go, 14-13, Panthers lead. Steyer has the basketball, runs into a double team. Now gets it to Hager in between the circles. Back to Steyer here on the near wing. 1:20 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Who will it go to? It was just out of my vision down the near sideline here, and it's going to go back to the Nighthawks. I'll stop the clock with 1:16 to go here in the second quarter of play. 14-13 in favor of the Rugby Panthers. Abby Kloot for the Nighthawks brings it over the timeline, dribbles up high on the far side, works under the high post. Nice feed from Moose down low to Andrus, but the shot is blocked, and the Rugby Panthers pick up the loose ball. They get it up court to Annie Steyer. Steyer will dribble up to the near wing, fire it cross court. Hager, far wing, one person to beat, drives to the hoop, does not get it. It will be a foul on the Nighthawks. And going to the free throw line is the 5'8" senior Carson Hager. 4th team foul now on Hettinger Scranton. And the first on Abby Kloot. First trip to the line tonight for Carson Hager, and the free throw is missed off the left side, bounces to the right side off the glass. Hager with 2 points. And 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Second free throw up and in, swish. 15-13, it's a 2-point game. 52 seconds to go here before halftime. Nighthawks had the ball, Bailey Pierce. Ball was poked away, ended up in the hands of Andrus. And now another loose ball, and it's picked up by the Annie Steyer. Steyer will give it to Hager, back the other way come the Panthers. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 34 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. Blessum, that's Sarah Blessum, driving into the paint, kicks it out corner, baseline jumper up, missed everything, right into the hands of Abby Kloot. Kloot will bring it back the other way, being guarded in the backcourt there by Maria Blessum. Kicks it up near side here for Quinn Melmer. Melmer back to Kloot, now over to Bailey Pierce on the far side. Shot clock off, 12 seconds to go before halftime. Nighthawks can hold for the final shot if they choose to do so. They trail by 2. Kloot fires it over. Andrus driving down to the baseline. 2 seconds to go. Shot at the buzzer, up and in and out. And she misses the three that would have given the Nighthawks a 1-point lead. Rugby survives going into halftime, leading 15-13 over the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. We'll take a timeout, add up some numbers, come back with your halftime show right after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
NDSAA All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the NDSAA All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to NDSAA All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed, or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
All right, welcome back. We're at halftime here at the Betty Ingolstadt Sioux Center on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks. It's the state Class B girls basketball tournament, and it's the second semifinal game of the day. Rugby right now leads 15-13 over Hettinger Scranton at halftime. For the Nighthawks, 6 of 26 from the floor for 23%, 0 of 5 from beyond the three-point arc, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. They had 12 rebounds, an even split of 6-6 on the offensive and defensive glass. 4 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 9 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, and 2 points off second chance points. No points off the bench, no points off turnovers. For the Rugby Panthers, 15 points total, 6 of 25 for 24% shooting from the floor, 0 of 7 from the free throw line. So both teams have combined for a total of 12 three-pointers, and not one of them has gone in yet. Free throws, 3 of 4, 75% for the Panthers. Rebounds, 18, split up into even 9 and 9 on the offensive and defensive glass. 3 assists, 5 steals, 4 blocks, 7 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, 4 points off the bench, 4 second chance points, and 6 points off turnovers. Your individual numbers look like this. For the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, Alyssa Andrus leads the way with 8, followed by Samantha Oss with 4, and 1 for Abby Kloot. For the Rugby Panthers, they are led by Annie Steyer with 6, followed by Sarah Blessum with 4, Carson Egger with 3, and Brooke Blessum with 2. It was 8-6 in favor of Rugby at the end of the first quarter, and Hettinger Scranton outscored the Panthers 7-6 in the second quarter to bring us to a halftime score. Did I add that up right? Yes, I did. Yeah, I added that up wrong. Let's redo that here. Okay, so both teams tied. They both scored 7 in the second quarter. So it was 8-6 Panthers at the end of the first. Both teams scored 7 in the second to bring us to our halftime score of 15-13. We're still about 90 seconds away. Let's go ahead and take a look at the statewide scoreboard here. Some regional basketball going on the Class A side. Girls Class A, WDA. Century defeats Bismarck 60-35. Mandan defeats Legacy by 10, 59-49. Bismarck St. Mary's knocks off Watford City in a loser-out game, 69-50. And in the other loser-out game, 55-44 win for the Williston Coyotes over the Jamestown Blue Jays. Class A boys, WDA, Century over Dickinson, 69-46 in a loser-out game. Legacy over Turtle Mountain, 79-72 in a loser-out game. Jamestown over Minot, 73-67. Mandan over Bismarck, 50-46. Class A boys, EDC, Wahpeton defeats Fargo Shanley by 4, 49-45 in a loser-out game. In another loser-out game, the Mustangs from West Fargo Cheyenne knock out the Fargo North Spartans 72-66 in a loser-out game. In state qualifiers, in regular action, Fargo Davies defeats Grand Forks Red River by 20, 81-61, and West Fargo knocks off Devils Lake 71-57. That's all the scores we have so far as of 9 p.m. Currently 9:16 right now. 54 minutes into our broadcast, and we're ready to go with the third period of play here from the Betty Ingolstadt Sioux Center on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks. 2 quarters left. We'll leave, come back tomorrow for another 4 games. For the 7th place, the 5th place, the 3rd place, followed by the championship game. And we're underway with the 3rd quarter. Nighthawks had the basketball going from left to right as I see it here from my courtside view at the Betty Ingolstadt Sioux Center. They'll work it up top now. Kloot fakes to the right, now passes it to the right. Into the hands of Andrus. Back over to Kloot in the near corner. 14 to shoot on the shot clock. Kloot drives in, fires it over, far side, 3 on the way. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound by Andrus. Can't get the follow-up shot to go. Offensive board by Oos. Oos runs into a triple team. shot up there by Quinn Melmer. That one won't go, and the follow-up shot does go in. Samus gets the rebound and the bucket, and we're tied at 15. That's the second tie. Last time we were tied, it was 2-2. Now we're tied at 15-15. Nighthawk crowd behind me chanting defense. Panthers, Hager. I think that's Steyer over on the far side. Now they work it. Back to Hager on the near wing. Hager, high post jumper off the mark, missed everything. Out of bounds, back to the Nighthawks. And now a whistle is blown, and the referees have changed their mind as Abby Clute will come out at the baseline, and now the Rugby Panthers will get the basketball. So baseline inbounds pass for the Panthers comes up top to Steyer. Steyer dribbles into the mid-post, shot up off the glass, won't go. Loose ball rebound, still loose on the floor, and it'll be rolled out, finally picked up there by Maria Blessum. Blessum feeds it into the hands of Carson Hager. 12-foot jumper up, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Quinn Melmer. Melmer will give it to Bailey Pierce. Pierce over the timeline, 6:25 to go. Shot is up and in! That is Samus. Samus gives the lead to the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, excuse me. Jordan Singer will work it up top. Three-pointer on the way, off the rim, no goal. Singer with the offensive rebound. She'll work the ball back to the basket. Now the defensive board pulled down by Oos. Ball handed off to Clute. Clute fires it up court into the hands there. Melmer will work it inside. That shot from Oos up, no good. Singer pulls down the rebound. Singer will hand it off to Hager. Hager up court now to Blessum. Blessum goes down to the baseline. Reverse layup, missed it. Official got in my way, and we'll have a jump ball as the official steps out so I can see what happens, and that possession arrow will favor the Rugby Panthers. That stops the clock with 5:38 to go here in the third quarter of play. The Nighthawks have a 2-point lead at 17-15. Sarah Blessum will trigger the inbounds pass up top here to Steyer. Steyer fakes to the left, goes right, makes a move to the hoop, and we're tied! Annie Steyer ties it up at 17. Annie Steyer with 8 points now. Back the other way, Nighthawks had the ball. Bailey Pierce fires it cross court near wing now to Andrus. Looking down low for Clute, who, I don't know about that one. Looked like she purposely put the knee out there to trip up Sarah Blessum, but no call on that. Steyer on the far wing, works into the high post, back out to Steyer now. Steyer drives through traffic, in the paint, can't get it to go. Oos posts down the rebound, gets it to Clute. Clute across the timeline with 4:55 to go. Clute to Bailey Pierce. Bailey Pierce may have gotten away with the travel. Cross-court pass, picked up by Carson Hager. Hager struggling to gain control of the dribble. Kind of bowling ball passes it over to Steyer for the bucket and the lead and a timeout. Hettinger Scranton. Hager will get credit for the assist. She was struggling to pick up the dribble, but she was able to keep the ball in front of her. And as she was falling forward, she kind of put her right hand behind the basketball and kind of rolled it to Annie Steyer, almost like you would if you were bowling. And hey, it turns into assist. However you can get the assist and the points, I guess they'll take it. And the Rugby Panthers get the lead back at 19-17 with 4:41 to go. We have had a total of, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 ties, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lead changes. Last lead change coming just now on the 19-17 mark in favor of the Rugby Panthers. We were tied at 2. We were tied at 15, and we were tied at 17. And now Rugby has taken the lead at 19-17. Media timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. Thank a few of our sponsors, including Game Time, Fargo South Booster Club, Quality Home Restorations, North Fargo Softball, and the Halstead Telephone Company for their support of Hillsborough Central Valley sports this year, plus our number of viewers who have sent in personal donations and gifts. We certainly appreciate your support. Without that, the station would not be where it's at today, and we certainly thank you, and we ask that you patronize those businesses or donate to those booster clubs whenever the opportunity presents itself to you, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be on the air. These tournament broadcasts aren't free. We do got to pay for these tournament broadcasts. So if you're able to send in a donation, or if your business would like to become a sponsor, you can call us or email us, 701-404-9072. Our email address is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, or you can donate by clicking on the donate button on the homepage at ndsportschannel.com. 4:41 to go here, third quarter of play. Rugby Panthers lead 19-17. It'll be Nighthawk basketball coming out of the media timeout on the floor. A three-quarter court press here by the Rugby Panthers. And the Nighthawks will get over the timeline here. Quinn Melmer with the basketball still. Now gets it to Kloot. Kloot picks up her dribble, feeds it to Andrus here. Back over to Kloot up top. Fires it over far side now into the corner. That is Melmer. Melmer back up top for Pierce. Pierce to Kloot. Kloot will fire it over to Abby Steek. Abby Steek turns around, maybe got away with the travel. Rugby Panther fans wanted to travel, they're not going to get it. Shot clock, buzzer three! Oh my goodness! Alyssa Andrus at the shot clock buzzer buries the three and gives the Nighthawks a 20-19 lead. Holy cow! .347 to go. She heaved that up, almost like a baseball pass down the court. It was a one-handed, overhanded shot at the basket and buried it nothing but net. Back the other way, Carson Hager will give the lead back to the Panthers at 21-20, excuse me. Loose ball rolls right to my right foot here at the broadcast station. Inbounds pass will come just to the right of me here. 3:23 to go, 21-20 in favor of the Rugby Panthers. Carson Hager with the basketball, swings it near his wing now for Steyer. 28 to shoot on the shot clock. Hager will get it back far wing, up top now for Blessom. Back over to the other Blessom, that was Maria DeBrook. And now inside, Hager missed the shot, loose ball, and it stays in bounds. Blessom underneath, gets her own rebound off the missed shot. Second follow-up's up and in, and the lead is 23-20. Maria Blessom with her first bucket of the game. Loose ball off the foot, back to the Panthers, off the sneaker. Samos out of bounds. And another turnover for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. And a media timeout on the floor. 23-20. Rugby Panthers have the lead with 2:46 to go here in the third quarter. We're back at 60 on the ND Sports Channel.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. NDSUP All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the NDSUP All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to NDSUP All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
All right, welcome back. 23-20 in favor of the Rugby Panthers with 2:46 to go here in the third quarter of play. Right now, Annie Steyer leads the way with a total of 10 points for the Rugby Panthers, followed by Carson Hager with 5, Maria Blessom with 2, Sarah Blessom with 4, Brooke Blessom with 2. For the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, they are led right now by Alyssa Andrus with 11. Samos has 8, and 1 for Abby Kloot, who is 1 of 4. from the free throw line. The Nighthawk fans behind me are pumped up, and they should be. This is a good one right here. The winner of this one will play the Kindred Vikings in the championship game tomorrow, and the loser will meet the Thompson Tommies in the third place game tomorrow, which will be at approximately 6:30. Annie Steyer with the basketball now for the Rugby Panthers. Fires over far side. We'll have a foul on the Hettinger Scranton. I think it's on Hettinger Scranton, and it will be on Sam Oates. That'll be her third. No, it will be on the Rugby Panthers. It'll be Sarah Blessum picking up the foul. It's the first of the second half here for the Panthers. Clute with the basketball, throws the elbow, and I don't know, Maria Blessum fell to the ground. It wasn't any more obvious than that. But moving on, Clute will get the ball back. Now push it into the corner for Andrus, near side. Up top, that's Bailey Pierce. Pierce over to Clute, Clute into the corner there, far side for Abby Steek. Steek up top, that's Oos. Oos feeds it down to Clute. She throws another elbow, and now a whistle comes, and it's a foul on the Rugby Panthers. Maria Blessum gets charged with the personal foul, second team foul, and now Clute will go to the line to shoot one or two. Well, we'll see if it's one or two here. It's two, and she'll miss the first one. Abby Clute missed her first three free throws before she made one, and now she missed that one, and she's 1 for 5, and she's 1 for 6. She misses both. It remains 23-20 with 2:02 to go. Baseball pass down to the other end of the court, and jumping up was Carson Hager. Carson Hager stands 5'8", with her hands in the air. She's probably 6'3", and that pass was about 6'4". 1:55 to go here in the third quarter of play, 23-20. Clute works it up top for Bailey Pierce. Pierce pushes it into the corner. Cross-court pass up top, now back. Quick passing here back into the hands of Bailey Pierce. Pierce picks up her dribble. Near side, Andrus works it down low for Clute. Clute gets tied up. Possession arrow will favor the Nighthawks. Minute 38 remains in the third quarter of play. Inbounds pass right to Sam Oos, and she got it in. Sam Oos with 6. That bucket puts her in the double-digit club with 10, and it's a one-point game once again at 23-22. Hager will get the pass. Look down low. Official stood in my way again. I couldn't see what happened, but I know it went out of bounds, and who does it go with here? It'll be the Panthers basketball. They'll have an inbounds pass on the baseline from the near side of the hoop. Minute 24 to go here, third quarter of play. And a foul. Even Carson Hager kind of put her hands out like, are you serious? And now Coach Jen Brossert's wanted an explanation. She's not going to get one from the official. Nighthawks get the basketball back as a result. 1:18 to go. They work it down for Oos. The ball is tipped around. Loose ball picked up by the Panthers. It was Isabel McCabe, and now a foul on Clute, and I have to say it's about time. I mean, it's okay to play a physical game here, but when you purposely trip up a player and you're throwing elbows all game, it's bound to. There's a three out of the hands of Maria Blessum. 26-22. Out of bounds, back to the Panthers. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm neutral here. I'm not cheering for one team or the other, but I'm just calling it how I see it there. And I mean, like I said, you're allowed to be physical. It's cool to play a physical game. But when you're throwing elbows and purposely tripping players up with your knee and your thigh, they finally call one, and that was a well-deserved foul. Steyer with the basketball now. We'll move on from that topic here with 38 seconds to go. 26-22. Gets into the hands there, Sarah Blessum. Now in the corner for Brooke Blessum. Up top to Hager. Hager to Steyer. Steyer, ball above her head, looking left, looking right. Now dribbles to her left. Down the near side of the lane, up at the basket, won't go. Battle for the rebound underneath, and it's going to be another jump ball possibly. And that possession arrow will favor the Rugby Panthers. .4 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Panthers can hold for the final shot if they choose to do so. It comes in there for Maria Blessum. And the ball's taken away. Back the other way, Alyssa Andrus. And the ball's taken away by the Panthers. 10 seconds to go. And they will slowly bring it up to the timeline. Now over the timeline. Steyer, Blessum, near side. That's the other Blessum. Shot out at the buzzer, and it will roll off the rim at the buzzer. Out of the hands of Sarah Blessum. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter with the Rugby Panthers leading the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks by the score of 26-22. The fourth quarter is in 60 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
All right, welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter here. Start of the fourth quarter, Rugby Panthers lead 26-22. It'll be Nighthawk basketball to start the fourth, and that'll give the possession over to the Rugby Panthers. Nighthawk fans behind me are cheering very loudly for their team as they are within 4, and the winner of this one goes to the state title game to play the Kindred Vikings tomorrow night here on the ND Sports Channel. Inbounds pass about 2 feet to my right, triggered by Quinn Milmer. Inside, and they work it down to Oos. The ball is tipped around. Oos picks up the loose ball, shot up and in. Sam Oos with 12 points. And now she takes the leading scorer honors away from Alyssa Andrus, who had 11 prior to that bucket. And it's a 2-point game with 7:44 and counting to go here. And that will be a jump ball, really. Interesting. Well, the possession does favor the Rugby Panthers. It honestly kind of looked like a travel. But as a result, she bumped into Quinn Melmer, which forced her forward momentum from going forward. And I guess they called that a jump ball, which would seem to make sense, I guess, the more you think about it. 7.5 to go. Blessum. Now Hager on the near wing. Panthers lead by 2. Blessum over on the far side, working it down low at the fingertips and out of bounds. Off the fingertips of Hager, out of bounds. Turnover, ball goes back to the Nighthawks, trailing by 2 with 7:21 to go. Inbounds pass comes to Oos, will give it to Bailey Pierce. Crossing the timeline, 7:15 to go. 2-point game, they can tie or take the lead. Clute on the far side. Thought about driving baseline, pops it back out top. Now Bailey Pierce up top, looks at the Andrus on the near wing. Cross-court pass, wide open for 3, didn't take it. Work it down low to Clute. Clute tried to get it to Oos. Ball is poked around. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up by Oos. Oos, hook shot. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Brooke Blessum gets the rebound. Back the other way come the Panthers, hanging on to that 2-point lead. with 6:45 to go, and we'll have a foul on Abby Clute. That's her third. Team foul number 2, both of them on Clute here in the second half. Clute has 3 now. Inbounds pass, Abby Steyer catches it, shoots it, gets the own rebound. Now a loose ball, and we have a foul, and I believe the foul is going to go on the Nighthawks. Let's see, who is that? That's Quinn Melmer. If it is, it's her second. Team foul number 3, that'll send the Panthers to the free throw line. And it's Sarah Blessum. It'll be her first trip to the line tonight. She has 4 points so far in this contest, with her team leading by 2 with 6:39 to go here in the fourth quarter of play, and the first free throw's up and in. 27-24, Sarah Blessum with 5 points. Blessum's second free throw is also in. 28-24, back to a 4-point lead. Full court press now by the Rugby Panthers as Bailey Pierce will try and get around Annie Steyer. Pierce will get it over the timeline with 6.5 to go. Puts it into the hands of Abby Clute. Fires it near side for Andrus. Being guarded heavily there by Sarah Blessum. Andrus with a bucket, and it's up and in from the free throw line. Andrus retakes the leading scorer honors with 13 for the Nighthawks. 28-26, 6:11 and counting. Steyer gets it over to Hager, high on the far side, directing traffic with her left hand, puts the ball to the floor, dribbles with the right, picks up the dribble, works into the free throw line for Brooke Blessum. Blessum near side now for Steyer, up top to Blessum. And a 3 is on the way from Carson Hager, missed everything. Steyer saves it from going out of bounds right into the hands of Brooke Blessum, but she missed the shot. Quickly up court, one-on-one, Andrus to the hoop, got it in, and we're tied at 28. Tied at 28 with 5.5 to go. Cross court pass into the corner. They work it up top. Hager, now Steyer on the near wing. Nighthawk fans cheering behind me. Steyer gets the ball back. Up top, Hager fakes the 3. Goes in, high post jumper. It will not roll in. Offensive rebound won't go in. Another offensive rebound. Out of bounds, back to the Nighthawks. Brooke Blessum got the rebound. And as she was losing her balance, she swatted it, or at least attempted to swat it to Annie Steyer. But the ball came off her hand at the wrong angle and went out of bounds, and that gives the ball back to the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, who we're tied at 28. And immediate timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back after this.
The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcasts of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
All right, welcome back. We're tied at 28 with 5:14 to go. Still an immediate timeout on the floor. Wasn't sure if we wanted to play another ad or not. So we'll just bring it back and keep it right here. We'll thank our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations, Fargo South Booster Club, Game Time, North Fargo Softball, and Halstead Telephone Company for their support of Hillsborough Central Valley sports this season. And our viewers who have sent in donations, we certainly appreciate that. Started out as an online radio station exclusively on October 2017, and this past June we added the element of video to our broadcast, and now we've done over 100 games on video, and we've done over 400 games total since October 2017. This right here is game number 417 on the ND Sports Channel. Coming out of the media timeout, it's Nighthawk basketball. Tied at 28, and a push here by Sam Oss right in front of me to Jordan Singer, excuse me. And a loose ball in the backcourt, picked up there by Melmer. Ball goes out of bounds. They'll stay with the Nighthawks, but great Oh no, a goal to Rugby Panthers. They're saying the Nighthawks touched it last, and now the Nighthawk fans are furious. And to be 100% honest, I honestly think it should be Nighthawks basketball based upon my vantage point, but they're going to award it to the Rugby Panthers. We're tied at 28 with 5:03 to go. Up top, Annie Steyer at the free throw line. One dribble, works her way through traffic, gets the offensive rebound, puts the shot up, Edward gives the Panthers the lead. Annie Steyer with 12, and it's 30-28. Sam Oast down low, works it outside, wide open for three. It's on the way, off the front iron, will not go. Loose ball rebound, out of bounds. Who will keep it? It will stay Nighthawk basketball. That'll stop the clock with 4:42 to go. Inbounds pass, catch and shoot three. Bailey Pierce knocked it down! Bailey Pierce with her first bucket of the game gives the Nighthawks a 31-30 lead. Now Singer on the near wing. Bounce pass up top for Maria Blessum. Blessum over to Hager. Hager up top to Steyer. Steyer dribbles under the high post. Cross-court pass back over to Hager. Hager runs into a double team, puts the shot up anyway, tries to bank it off the glass. It will not go. Loose ball rebound to Melmer. Melmer gives it up to Clute in the backcourt. Clute maybe traveled over the timeline, no call. Now puts it into the near corner. That is Bailey Pierce. Bailey Pierce puts up the shot. Missed everything. That was from about 7 feet away. Defensive rebound goes down into the hands of Carson Hager. Fires it up court. Annie Steyer on the near wing. 31-30. Panthers trail by 1. 3:39 and counting to go. 25 on the shot clock. They'll work it down low. Out of bounds. Stays with the Panthers. Last touch by the Nighthawks. Bounce pass comes in to Maria Blessum, poked out of bounds, stays with the Nighthawks. The Panthers, excuse me. And now Carson Hager will trigger it from in front of her own bench. Into the hands of Steyer, in between the circles, up top. Back over to Hager, high on the far side. Directing traffic, looking for a high ball screen, won't get it. Instead, she'll get it in for, that is Isabel McCabe. Ball goes through a couple of legs, ends up in the hands of Annie Steyer. Steyer maybe got away with a travel there. Comes back in, free throw line jumper, up and in, it's Carson Hager, and we're tied. No, the Panthers get the lead back, 32-31. Carson Hager with 7 points. (32-31), the Panthers take the lead, and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take the timeout with them. Be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, welcome back. It's Rugby Panther basketball. They lead by 1 with 3:08 to go here, 32-31. We've had 4 ties and 11 lead changes in this game. 3 minutes to go. Up top for Blessum. Blessum to Steyer on the near wing, being guarded closely there by Quinn Melmer. Blessum back over far side to Blessum, back inside for Steyer at the low block. Thought about turning around, pops it back out top. Blessum to Hager now. Hager, free throw line jumper up, and that one's off the glass, won't go. And we'll have, the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Nighthawks, and the Panthers will keep the basketball. Inbounds pass on the far side of the hoop from the baseline, and we'll have a whistle and a stoppage. I think the Nighthawks just took a timeout, and they did. media timeout again. That's probably why we were out of here so late. We still have 2:41 to go. We're approaching the 10 o'clock hour, and the Panthers lead 32-31. Our late game went to overtime last night, and it featured the Nighthawks. Will it happen again? We'll find out. Back in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
Coming out of the break, the chants started to fade right as we came out of the break. Nighthawk fans chanting, "Yes, you can, yes, you can." Rugby Panther fans over on the far side of the gym, they're cheering on their team too, but I can't hear them over the Nighthawk fans, so I have no idea what they're saying. I'm guessing it was something positive. I can tell you that much for sure. 2:41 to go here, 32-31 in favor of the Rugby Panthers. We've had two great semifinal games. In the last game, we had 5 ties and 6 lead changes. In this game, we've had 4 ties and 11 lead changes. 32-31. Steyer with the basketball. Bounce pass, baseline jumper. Bless him off the front of the rim. Won't go. Offensive rebound. Tip, but goes into the hands of Sam Oates. Oates throws it out of bounds. Back to the Panthers. They'll stop the clock with 2:26 to go. 32-31. Inbounds pass from the far sideline. Triggered there by Maria Blessum. In for Steyer. Wide open. Off the glass and in. Steyer with 14 points, and it's a 3-point lead and a timeout, Nighthawks. Nighthawks want to talk it over. They trail by 3 with 2:18 to go in the fourth quarter. 30 seconds, we're back here on the ND Sports Channel.
The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
Panther fans on the far side of the gym chanting Panthers, Panthers. Nighthawk fans chanting Nighthawks, Nighthawks. They are so loud you can hear them both at the same time. Now back to action as the crowd simmers down a little bit. 2:14 to go. Panthers lead by 3. 34-31. Loose ball picked up by Hager. And a steal. One-on-one against Bailey Pierce. That'll be a blocking foul on Bailey Pierce. The shot will not count, but Carson Hager will go to the free throw line. And Bailey Pierce picks up the foul. Team foul number 4, I believe. Yep, it is on the Nighthawks. Bailey Pierce picks up her first. And that shot's up and in. Maria Blessum got it. 36-31, a 5-point game with 1:54 to go. Clute falls to the floor again. Whistle blows, but it's not in reference to Clute falling to the floor. Inbounds pass finds its way to Alyssa Andrus. Out the baseline, she gets fouled in the act of shooting by Sarah Blessum. That'll send Andrus to the free throw line. That's Blessum's second. Team foul number 4 on the Panthers. Blesson with 6 points and 2 fouls. Alyssa Andrus at the free throw line for the first time tonight. And only the second time here in the second half. 1:47 on the clock. First free throw's up and off the front of the rim, no good. (36-31). Missed the first free throw. The second one is on the horizon. The delivery, it's up and off the front of the rim again, no good. Rebound comes down to Maria Blesson. Now Hager gets it high in the near side, right in front of us here. Gives it back to Andy Steyer, right in front of the midcourt stripe. Stepping up on her is Melmer. Steyer works in high post outside for Hager. Hager nearly traveled, but caught her balance there before the second foot hit the ground. Steyer backs up right in front of the timeline. Works the ball over to the far side. Driving baseline, shot is up. Blesson won't go. Offensive rebound. And that is Maria Blesson! Brooke Blesson missed the shot. Maria Blesson with the offensive rebound and the follow-up shot. And it's 38-31. Back the other way. Oos with the bucket. 38-33. And another timeout. Charge to the Nighthawks. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
All right, welcome back. 59.9 seconds to go, just a shiver shy of 1 minute. 38-33, the Panthers lead by 5. It'll be Panther basketball, the timeout, full court press here by the Nighthawks. They get it into Steyer. Steyer, loose ball, picked up there by Blesson. Gets it back to Steyer. Steyer still in the backcourt. They need to get over the, oh, and they do, just barely, with about 1 second to go on the 10-second clock. Hager now gets up to Steyer, and Steyer will be fouled by Quinn Melmer. That'll be her third, team's fifth. They have a couple to give. So 2 more fouls before sending Rugby to the free throw line. Steyer with the inbounds pass over the timeline, dribbles up to the near wing, pressured in another foul, this one by Sam Moose, that'll be her third. That starts the clock with 38.4 seconds to go. Team foul number 6, inbounds pass right in front of us will be triggered here by Carson Hager. Hager gets it in for, that is Steyer, there we go. Steyer falls to the floor, loose ball, picked up in the backcourt there by Blesson and another foul. I'm not exactly sure who that one was on. There was like 4 Nighthawks in that area. So that one's gonna go on Quinn Melmer, her 4th. That is team foul number 7, sending the Panthers to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Maria Blesson at the free throw line. She is first trip to the line tonight. And it'll drop in, she'll get another one. Huge free throw for the Rugby Panthers, as that makes it a 6-point game. And if she can make the next one, it'll be a 3-possession game with 31.8 seconds to go. Free throw on the way, she missed it. 2 threes to tie it up. Kluk gets the rebound, falls down, loose ball, jump ball, possession arrow favors the Nighthawks. Blesson makes 1 of 2. So the Nighthawks need 2 threes to tie it up here. 39-33, 28.2. Full court press by the Rugby Panthers. Comes in, ball is tipped around. Steyer picks it up. Shot clock is off and a foul by Quinn Melmer. No, before the foul it was a timeout. But who do they charge the timeout to? Head coach Jen Brossert saying something to the official, I'm not sure what. I think what Jen Brosser was saying was that Hettinger Scranton called the timeout, and they originally charged it to Rugby. Let's look at the board here. Rugby has 2 timeouts. Nighthawks have 1. That would be right. If the Nighthawks were charged with the timeout, that would be correct. So the Nighthawks will have 1 timeout remaining. Panthers have 2 timeouts remaining. 24 seconds to go. It's a 6-point game. Panther basketball coming out of the timeout here. I would suspect that a quick foul is on the way here. Into the backcourt, Steyer picks up the ball, shot clock off, 20 seconds to go. 3 players wrap around Steyer, and which one's gonna get the foul? My guess is that it's Quinn Melmer. If it is, it's her 5th. Nope, it's gonna go to Bailey Pierce. That will put Annie Steyer at the free throw line, and this free throw, if it goes in, will win the game. No need to announce it, you heard the Rugby crowd. 40-33. And that one's missed. Offensive rebound by Brooke Blessum, and then she stepped out of bounds and go back to the Nighthawks. 7-point game with 17 seconds to go. Bailey Pierce will trigger their inbounds pass, another full court press here, and they'll get it into Clute. Clute over the timeline. That's Samos to the hoop, lays it in, and a timeout. Nighthawks, as soon as the basket goes in, stops the clock with 10.3 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here. It's 40-35 after the bucket by Sam Moose, who now has 16 points on the night. Crowd suddenly hushed here behind me. 10.3 seconds to go. Rugby leads 40-35. They will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. Possession arrow currently favors the Rugby Panthers. So here we go, the final 10.3 seconds. Rugby, barring an extraordinary event here from the Nighthawks, will be going to the state championship game against the Kindred Vikings, and a foul will stop the clock with 9.1 seconds, and we'll march all the way down to the other end, and Annie Steyer will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. It's team foul number 9, so 1 away from the double bonus, and Steyer will have to make 1 to get 1. Nighthawks will send all their players back as they have a quick huddle conference here. I'm not sure what the holdup is. Annie Steyer should be at the free throw line. Oh, they wanted a substitution, so Abby Steek comes into the lineup here for the Nighthawks. 9.1. Annie Steyer, 3 of 4. Make it 4 of 5. She made 1, so get 1 more. The only people on the lane are Nighthawks and Annie Steyer shooting the ball. Everybody else is back on the other end of the court. Free throws up. Guess what? She made it. 42-35, and a steal by Carson Hager. Hager with a bounce pass over to Blessum. Blessum to Steyer. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds, and the Rugby Panthers are going to the state championship game with a 42-35 win over the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, who came into this game with a record of 24 wins and 1 loss on a 23-game winning streak, and now the Nighthawks are 24-2, and the Rugby Panthers go to the state championship game with a record of 22 wins and 4 losses. They will play the Kindred Vikings, who will go into that state championship game with a record of 22 wins and 3 losses. We'll add up some numbers and come back with your post-game show right after this. Your final score one more time. Rugby 42 and the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks 35. We'll add up some numbers, come back with your post-game show right after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
NDSAA All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the NDSAA All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, welcome back here. Your post-game show. Your numbers look like this. Your final score: the Rugby Panthers advance to play the Kindred Vikings in the state championship game by the final score of 42-35 over their Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. We'll start with your score by quarters here. It was 8-6 Rugby at the end of one. Both teams scored 7 in the second quarter, bringing us to a halftime score of 15-13 in favor of the Rugby Panthers. And the Panthers outscored the Nighthawks 11-9 in the third quarter to bring us to a third quarter score 26-22. And the Rugby Panthers would outscore Hettinger Scranton 16-13 in the fourth quarter to bring us to our final score of 42-35. Nighthawks shot 34% from the floor, 16-46, 22% from behind the three-point arc, 2-9. 1 of 8 from the free throw line for 12%. They had 23 rebounds, 10 of those on the offensive glass, 13 on the defensive glass, 10 assists, 5 steals, 1 block, 22 turnovers, 13 personal fouls, and 10 second chance points. No points off the bench, no points off turnovers for the Nighthawks. For the Rugby Panthers, 42 points total, 16 of 56 for 28% from the floor, 1 of 10 from behind the three-point arc. That lone three came off the hands of Maria Blessum in the third quarter. They were 9 of 12 from the free throw line for 75%. As the Rugby fans cheer as their team comes out of the locker room to say hi to their fans. Let's see here. Rebounds for the Panthers, 35 total, split up into 21 offensive, 14 defensive. 6 assists, 12 steals, 4 blocks, 11 turnovers. That's exactly half the amount of turnovers that the Nighthawks had. They had 22. Personal fouls, only 7 in the entire game. That's not right, is it? Yeah, it is, actually. Awesome. Usually I miss a foul, but I had him down for 7 as well. Points off the bench, 6, 14 second chance points, and points off turnovers, 14. They scored 28 points off turnovers and offensive rebounds. That's huge. That's absolutely huge because the Nighthawks only got 10 in those same categories, none of them off turnovers. For the Nighthawks, individual numbers look like this. Alyssa Andrus, 17 points, played 32 minutes. Samantha Ose, 14 points, played 30 minutes. Bailey Pierce, 3 points, played 27 minutes. Abby Clute, 1 point, scored 31, played 31 minutes. At 1 point was on a free throw in the second quarter. In the game, she was 1 of 6 from the free throw line. Quinn Melmer didn't score, played 28 minutes. Abby Steek played 8 minutes, just shy of 9 minutes, and did not score. For the Rugby Panthers, Annie Steyer was 17 points, played 32 minutes. Maria Blessum, 10 points, played 32 minutes. Carson Ager, 7 points, played 28 minutes. Sarah Blessum, 6 points, played 20 minutes. Brooke Blessum, 2 points, played 24 minutes. Jordan Singer did not score, played 11 minutes. Isabel McCabe did not score, played just shy of 9 minutes. And Michael Heidelbaugh, no points, played just shy of 3 minutes in the game. And that wraps up your individual and team numbers. So that sets us up for tomorrow. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll pull up the brackets here and tell you who's playing who tomorrow. And we'll do that here in 30 seconds on the ND Sports Channel.
The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
All right, welcome back. Once again, your final score, 42-35. The Rugby Panthers defeat the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. And that sets us up for tomorrow. And in the 7th place game, it'll be the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks taking on the Trenton Tigers. Trenton Tigers were undefeated coming into this state tournament, and they lost 2 in a row. And in the 5th place game, it'll be Kidder County versus Langdon area Edmore Munich. Kidder County undefeated coming into this tournament. They will lose and play the other previously undefeated team, the Trenton Tigers. So you have the 2 undefeated teams playing in the 5th and 7th place game. Previously undefeated teams, let me stress that. And then on the, so that sets up Shiloh Christian and Trenton in the 7th place game, Langdon area Edmore Munich and Kidder County in the 5th place game. Then we'll take a couple hours break, come back with your 3rd place game at approximately 6 o'clock between the number 3 seeded Thompson Tommies and the number 5 seeded Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. And then our championship game will be between 2 teams that came into the tournament not seeded. They came in as random draws. The Kindred Vikings knocked off the number 2 seed to advance to the semifinals to knock off the number 3 seed. The Rugby Panthers came into the tournament, knocked off the number 1 seed, and then tonight knocked off the number 5 seed. Rugby and Kindred in the state championship tomorrow night. All 4 games, 7th place, 5th place, 3rd place, and the championship right here on the ND Sports Channel tomorrow night. Pass the word along to your friends. We'd love it if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers to help pave the way for some better broadcasts. We'd love it if you like and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, where I know we're over 800 now. And just about 3 weeks ago, we were at 700. So that is absolutely awesome. Thanks so much for following us on Twitter. We certainly appreciate that. Final score one more time, 42-35. Panthers defeat the Nighthawks. That wraps it up here from the Betty Ingolstadt Sioux Center on the campus of the UND Fighting Hawks. Day 2 of 3 of the 2019 North Dakota Girls Class B Basketball Tournament has come to a conclusion. We'll talk to you tomorrow just shortly before 1 o'clock here on the ND Sports Channel. Have an awesome night.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.